Hey, happy Friday to you. Hope you had yourself a great week. And just before I get ready to hop on here, I bumped the desk, spilled my coffee. Gratefully, all I got is a little scrap piece of paper, got some coffee in it, and that everything landed around it, nothing damaged. So grateful for that one there. Hope you've had your great week. I know for here, over the California, for the past 3 days, the weather app says it's got to 106 the past 3 days. I think today's supposed to be cooler. That's what we're hoping for, anyways. But I hope it's going well for you. If you had to deal with the heat, hopefully we're able to deal with it nicely and didn't have to be too much of an issue. Anyways, let's go and hop on today's topic. Improved fitness, improved life. When you take the opportunity to improve your physical fitness, whatever capacity that means, it doesn't mean you have to compete in a competition or anything. But when you can do that, especially when you do it in the right way, just about everything else in your life will improve as well. And when you're able to do that consistently in the right way, good chance it improves your longevity, which means you can possibly have a longer life. If anything, it'll be more functional life. You can do more. Guaranteed? No, not guaranteed. There's always other things come up, but it puts the cards in your favor. And by fitness, this is one of the things I wish I could get people to understand is when you take the time, and yes, it will take a little bit of time, it's going to take some effort to improve your fitness. Start exercising, especially if you can do some resistance training and do some type of cardio, which cardio can be just walking. To do that, and that can be done as little as 15 minutes a day, or just train twice a week. Twice a week, which would be maybe an hour, anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on the program you do. Twice a week, that will make a huge positive impact in your life. And it's one thing I wish I could get people to understand, which in turn improves your health. Because I see so many people, even those that are closest to me, do nothing to improve their health. And I find it very frustrating because I know the benefits of it. I know that for me, I like being fit. I like being strong. Doesn't mean you exercise, you got to take the same capacity that I do. I lift heavy weights, heavier for some, lighter than others. But I like lifting weights. But one of the biggest things, biggest bang for your buck is resistance training, whether that is the form of a suspension trainer, bands, free weights, kettlebells, machines, whatever you can do. Good place to at least start there. Because when you have more muscle, higher metabolism, you burn more calories, it helps with your insulin sensitivity and all that stuff there. It works on your bones, it works on your muscles, it works on your tendons. It factors everything in your life. You get more energy, and it carries over to everyday life, because if you're moving, if you got kids, grandkids, especially when they're little, if you're picking up, moving around, if you're picking up groceries, if you got to shuffle something around, whether it's a plant or maybe some furniture, that carries over to everyday life. As we get older, one of the big risks is falls. But with the resistance training, you build up the muscle and the reaction time increase up so you can catch yourself. So you start to stumble, you have the reaction time to catch yourself, and you got the strength to hold yourself up. It's one of the biggest things you can do to help yourself out is to do resistance training because of the danger of falls. When you do resistance training as well, it helps to strengthen those bones. The sooner you start it, the better. You can still have some benefits even when you're older. But to go through, and it's that muscle is the longevity. That is the fountain of youth. It carries over to everything in life. And if you're not for sure where to start, because there's so much information out there, which there's a lot of information out there. And I was listening to a podcast recently where they talk about how those of us that are in the fitness and wellness space, a lot of times someone says this and someone says something against it, and they're butting heads constantly like this, but yet their overall goal is still to help people, want to improve your life in some capacity, but they argue about points that shouldn't be argued over. So yes, there's a lot of information out there. Sometimes it can be challenging to go through some of the fluff. And with starting with fitness, again, you've heard me talk about this so much on here, is start going for a walk. You can do push-ups, and they are scalable. Again, you do push-ups against a wall all the way down to one arm, one leg push-up. Those and everything and all the different places in between. You can do body weight squats. You can use a chair or something which you use the arms to, if you need that bonus to pick you up, and you can work yourself all the way up to a one-legged squat and intervals in between. There's ways to help you out. There's ways to support you. There's plenty of exercise you can do with little to no equipment. So that's where suspension training and bands come in. If you're in a small place, all you need is You got a door, you got a little hook you got a little piece of material that can go through the doorway and support it. There's your anchor point to do a variety of exercises. But strongly encourage you to realize, yeah, you improve your fitness, pretty much everything else in your life improves. Sleep, as long as when you're doing everything else right, as well as getting plenty of rest in there, it's definitely a factor there. But you sleep better, you got more energy, improve sex life, hormones can balance out all your different things in the body. I'm drawing a blank right now. Yeah, great. But it helps everything else in your life. And you just feel good when you're fit and you're healthy. It's one thing I wish there's a way to say, hey, look, this is what your life could be like if you spend a little time to do some exercise for yourself. Those medications you're on, possibility you can get off those medications because you're not going to need them at work because your body's healthy enough where you don't need them. That's one information I wish I could convey to people, but too many people just push it off and don't want to do anything. But it's, again, as I mentioned there, it's one of the things that gets frustrating because I know full well how good I feel, the benefits for it. It's like, I wish I could just get others to understand what it means, and then they can make their own choices from there. But being physically fit, starting to exercise, incredible benefits to you in so many different levels and so many different capacities. Just consider it. If you're not too sure where you need to go at, hey, drop me a message or make a comment. I might point you, if you got a question, I can at least point you in the direction. You want to drop the link to my Facebook group in the comments. In the description, there's a link to my Facebook. Go in there and actually interact directly with me or ask a bunch of questions. I will answer them in there. But I'm going to strongly suggest you get started to improving your health. Take the first step and then keep on going. All right. Have yourself a great weekend. I will catch you on Monday. So take care and balancing to you.